Welcome to this coding tutorial. Today, we are going to tackle a classic problem known as generate parentheses. This is a very popular question in technical interviews, often categorized under backtracking. It challenges us to find all valid combinations of well-formed parentheses for a given number of pairs. Let's define the goal clearly. We are given an integer n, which represents the number of pairs of parentheses. Our task is to generate all possible combinations of well-formed parentheses. For example, if n is 3, we need to return a list of strings where each string contains 3 opening and 3 closing brackets, arranged in a valid order. The output should look like the list shown here. Before we jump into the solution, it is crucial to understand what makes a combination valid. A valid combination implies that every opening bracket has a corresponding closing bracket, and they are properly nested. In the invalid column, you can see examples where we start with a closing bracket or close a bracket before opening one. These are the patterns we must avoid. A naive approach might be to generate every possible sequence of brackets and then check if they are valid. However, for n pairs, the string length is 2 times, and this creates 2 to the power of 2n possibilities. For n equals 3, that is already 64 combinations. As n grows, this number explodes. Most of these combinations will be invalid, so checking them all is a waste of computing power. Instead of brute force, we can build the string smartly by following 2 simple rules. Rule number 1. We can add an opening bracket only if we haven't used all n opening brackets yet. Rule number 2. We can add a closing bracket only if the count of closing brackets is currently less than the count of opening brackets. This ensures we never close a bracket that hasn't been opened. Let's visualize this as a decision tree for n equals 2. We start with an empty string. Our first move must be an opening bracket because we can't start with a closing one. From there, we have choices. We can add another opening bracket or perhaps a closing one, depending on our counts. Let's trace one valid path. We add an open bracket, then another open bracket. Now we have reached our limit of 2 open brackets. We cannot add anymore. Our only choice is to add a closing bracket, and then another closing bracket. We have formed a valid string of length 4. This is one solution. Now the magic of backtracking comes in. After finding a solution, we go back up the tree to the previous decision point. Instead of adding that second open bracket immediately, we could have added a closing bracket first. This leads us down a different path. Open, close, open, close. This is how we find all unique solutions without repeating work. Here is how we translate that logic into code. We define a helper function called backtrack that takes the current string and the counts of open and closed brackets. If our string reaches the full length, we add it to our results. Otherwise, we try to recursively add an open bracket or a closing bracket based on our 2 golden rules. Regarding efficiency, the time complexity is related to the nth Catalan number, which is roughly 4 to the power of n divided by the square root of n. This is much better than the brute force exponential time. The space complexity is proportional to n, which is the depth of our recursion stack. To wrap up, remember that we solve this using backtracking. We build the solution step by step, ensuring validity at each step by checking our counts. We only add an open bracket if we have allowance left, and we only add a close bracket if it balances an existing open one. This guarantees efficiently finding all valid combinations.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.